Hello children, today we are going to discuss about tenses. The word tense literally means time. It is a way of using a form of verb in a sentence to denote the time or state of action. Suppose something happens in the past, present and future, we express such actions in different tenses. There are 3 types of tenses. You can write this in your notebook. There are 3 types of tenses. They are present tense, past tense and future tense. Okay. First one is present tense. Present tense refers to action taking place in the present time. For example, she plays violin. Next one is past tense. Past tense refers to action taking place in the past. For example, she played violin yesterday. Next one is future tense. Future tense refers to action that will take place in the future. For example, she will play violin tomorrow. Write 3 tenses and explanations in your notebook. Don't forget to write the examples. Okay. These 3 forms are further divided into 4 types. So we discussed about 3 tenses. They are present tense, past tense and future tense. And these 3 forms are further subdivided into 4 types each. Okay. You can write this. The subdivisions of the present tense, simple present tense or present simple. Present continuous tense or present progressive tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous. Okay. Next one, the subdivisions of past tense, simple past tense or past simple tense, past continuous tense or past progressive tense, then past perfect tense, then past perfect continuous tense. Then the last one, the subdivisions of future tense, simple future or future simple, then future continuous or future progressive tense, then future perfect tense, then future perfect continuous tense. Okay. Now let's begin with simple present tense or present simple tense. Do you know where to use the present simple tense or simple present tense correctly? In our today's class, I am going to teach you the main uses of simple present tense and how to avoid common mistakes. Okay? Let's start. Then you can write there are 3 main uses for the present simple tense. They are habits and routine, permanent situation, facts or truth. Okay. Simple present tense is the basic tense of the English language and it is very easy to learn. You can make a simple present tense with subject plus first form of the verb or root form of the verb plus object. Subjects may be I, you, they, we, he, she, it or any name. Okay. Suppose the verb is drink and if the subjects are I, you, they, we, you should use drink itself. Okay. And if the subjects are he, she, it, you should use drinks. I mean, if the first person singular, I, we should use drink. If the second person singular, you, we should use drink. Then if the third person singular, it means if it is she, he, she, it, we should use drinks. Add s or es with the verb if the third person singular. I mean if the subject is he or she or it. Okay. Then if the first person plural, we should write we drink. If the second person plural, we should write you drink. If the third person plural, we should write they drink. So, here are the examples. I drink tea every morning. You drink tea every morning. They drink tea every morning. He drinks tea every morning. She drinks tea every morning, etc. Okay? What do you mean by the sentence, I drink tea every morning? It shows regularity. This is a habit. Okay? When we talk about habit and routine, we have to use simple present tense or present simple tense. Can you tell me another example? My mother goes to church every Sunday. It is her habit. It is my mother's habit. Okay. Then she drives to school every day. It is her habit. Every day she drives to school. Subject plus verb plus S or ES. Okay. We usually have lunch at 1 p.m. This is our habit. She gets up at 6 a.m. This is her habit. These all sentences show regularity or habit. Okay. So, when we talk about habits and routine, we normally use these kinds of expressions. So, give a side heading, habits and routine. Okay. And write the examples. I drink tea every morning. He drinks tea every morning. They drink tea every morning. Then write, my mother goes to church every Sunday. She drives to school every day. We usually have lunch at 1 p.m. She gets up at 6 a.m. So here we have completed the first use, habit or routine. Okay. The second use of the present simple tense is to talk about permanent situation. Now we can talk about permanent situation. Okay. Remember, if you talk about a permanent situation, you should use present simple tense or simple present tense. For example, my father lives in Paris. It means he lives there. It's a permanent place for him. Okay, it's his home now. It is not for a few days. Nothing is going to change. But we will make a common mistake. If I say, my father is living in Paris, that means it's for a few days. He is living with me for few days. It's temporary. Okay, he will go after some days. He came to me for a few days as a vacation. Just for a few weeks or month. Okay, if you use the ing form of the verb, that makes the situation temporary. So, when you talk about a permanent situation, remember, use simple present tense, not the continuous tense or ing form of the verb. So, we should use here, my father lives in Paris. Okay, it's a permanent situation. It is his home. His home is there in Paris. Okay, here is another example. Miss Anne speaks French. Miss Anne is not going to forget French. So here this is a permanent situation. Another example for you. I work as a teacher. If I say I am working as a teacher, my job is temporary. My job is not permanent. So again, when we talk about a permanent situation, we should use simple present tense. So, write a side heading, permanent situation, second rule. Okay, Then write the examples. My father lives in Paris. Miss Anne speaks French. I work as a teacher. Third use of present simple tense, that is facts or truth. What is fact or truth? This is not going to change. This is not a personal situation. These are the statements about the world. This situation is not going to change. Okay. So here are examples for that. Water freezes at 0 degrees. This is a fact. Chickens are birds. We can't say that chickens are animals. Okay, chickens are birds. Okay, this is a fact. And there are 12 months in a year. Again a fact. Birds fly. The capital of India is New Delhi. These all are facts or truth. So we should use here simple present tense. Don't forget the formula: subject plus verb first form or root form plus object. With the singular subject, you should add s or es with the verb. So write the next side heading: fact or truth. Then write the examples. The earth revolves around the sun. Water freezes at 0 degrees. Chickens are birds. There are 12 months in a year. Birds fly. The capital of India is New Delhi. Here you have an exercise to do. Identify the verb. In the following examples, identify the simple present tense verb. For example, we travel to Santiago every summer. Here, the simple present tense verb is travel. Okay, we travel to Santiago every summer. The simple present tense verb is travel. Simple present tense verb means root form of the verb or first form of the verb. Okay, so you should identify the simple present tense verb from the following sentences. Okay. Write the exercise given in your notebook. Try to find out the answers. Pause your video and try to do the exercise. Let's discuss the answers. Next question. Manu and his mom talk on the phone every day. The simple present tense verb is talk. The baby is excited about his new toy. Here the simple present tense verb is. Next one. I am going to the market. What is the simple present tense verb in the sentence? Did you get any simple present tense verb from the sentence? There is no simple present tense verb because here the verb is going. Go plus ing. This is present continuous tense verb. So there is no simple present tense verb in this sentence. Next one. I go to the coffee shop every morning. Here the answer is go. Go is the simple present tense verb. Jenny watches a movie with friends on Fridays. Here the verb is watches. Then Jerry is watching a movie in the theater. There is no simple present tense verb in the sentence. So I hope all of you got the answers. Congratulations. Then you can make the simple present tense negative. The formula for making a simple present tense or the formula for making a simple present verb negative is subject plus do or does plus not plus first form of the verb or root form of the verb plus object. For example, he runs fast. This is a positive sentence. Okay. How to make this sentence negative? As I mentioned earlier, the formula to make this sentence negative is subject plus do or does plus not plus first form of the verb. So, subject is he. Then we should use what? Do or does. What do we use here? If the subject is singular, use does. If the subject is plural, use do. Here the subject is he and he is singular. So we should use here does. He does. Then not. He does not. Then first form of the verb. What is the verb of this sentence? Verb is runs. So we should use the root form of the verb. It is run. Don't add any SOS. He does not run fast. Okay, if the subject is they, we should use or we should write here, they do not run fast. Because with the plural subject, we should use do. See the next example. They like ice cream. Here the subject is plural, they. So use do. They do not like ice cream. If it is he does not like ice cream. Okay, then she has a dog. How do you write this? Can you write she hasn't a dog? No. Here has is a verb. So she doesn't have a dog. Don't use has plus doesn't. Okay, she doesn't have a dog. So, do the exercise. Make the following sentences as simple present negative. Okay. Lara plays the violin very well. We work very hard. They know my phone number. I read the newspaper every day. My brother likes this cinema. John lives near us. I drive to university. He enjoys the movie very much. I live in Russia. He likes to write poems. So, we are not going to discuss the answers now. We will discuss the answers in the evening. Okay, you can see the answers in the comment section. Okay, then don't forget to put do with I, you, they, we. Okay. Then use does with he, she, it. Okay. Then you can use the contracted form of the words do plus not, don't, does plus not, doesn't. Let's wind up today's session. I hope you have understood. Then do your exercise what I have given, and one more exercise. Here are the questions. You read the questions and do it accordingly. Let's discuss the answers in the evening. You can see the answers in the comment section in the evening. Okay? Thank you.